Hello, hello, hello. Let's breathe in our hands to our heart chakras and just take a breath. As we're on this weird cosmic journey together, shake out our lymph node, shake your hands out. We need to breathe together. We need to breathe because lots of things are coming. Lots of things are coming. Okay, so yeah, thank you for breathing that intro with me. Okay, so here's the deal. I did Savannah last weekend. Andrea did Savannah. As you can tell, that I am a rather awkward Southern psychic who made her way out of the corporate world and built her own empire based on her holistic and intuitive gifts. That is me. I built my own empire, and I am here to help you build yours. I am not here to do anything but help people have their lives. That's it. Okay. So I did Savannah this weekend, right? And I got to tell you that it was amazing. It was so fun, and the beaches were there, and there was just no, it was very, there was no sign of disease anywhere. There was no sign. It was so funny when people get a vacation mode. They're like, well, okay, so wet willies, they took my temperature, but I cleared. I had to get some, wet willies. And, because, my college roommate, we used to go there, back in the day when there was no social media. And she passed away in her 30s. And so I have to go there every time to just like give her a spiritual shout out. Okay. So we stayed. Oh, I gotta tell you. Okay. We stayed. This is what happens when you stay at a hotel when you travel during COVID pandemic. And we stayed at a $47 a night hotel. I tell you, it was not bad. It was not bad. We had all our basic needs met. We had a decent bed, and we were the first people to stay there, I think, since March. So I felt pretty good about it. And it was a good long ways from the beach. I'm from Atlanta, and that's all we do is drive anyway. So I was like, all right, we're gonna get this going. What's an hour? Sometimes I sit an hour to drive 3 miles, right? Mm. So I did the beach, and there's like one psychic in Savannah, and I'm sure she's a really cool lady, and I've been wanting to meet her forever. So, but she always is booked up. If you know her, send her this, because I want to meet her just because, like, why not? Expand, make friends. Um, And while I was there, you know, I did my. Oh, I saw this one. We were in the $47 night. Actually, it was pretty decent. It was pretty decent. I saw this woman pushing a baby. It was like one of those hotels. I could tell if it had been there since like the 60s. In the 60s, it was probably like really thriving. And we were just like spiritually guided to go there. And it was at our camping. I was like, let's do it. What? So, like, I was getting out of the car, and it was one of those hotels with like a balcony. And there was a woman, a spirit woman, pushing her baby stroller back and forth. Like she was just pacing back and forth on the second floor. And I crossed her over. I was like, I explained to her, I was like, your baby's not here and you did nothing wrong. And your baby's on the other side. And I crossed her over, and I was like, and no one's mad at you. And, your boyfriend's not coming back. He's on the other side too. And I explained that to her, and she left. So maybe that was the reason why I was supposed to be there. But it was kind of scary, to be honest with you. I was like, why am I seeing this? That's kind of creepy. Spirit world. I am on vacay, but Spirit doesn't care. That's okay. I did it. Um, and then it was so weird because I wanted to tell my people about it. And I heard the message, don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody that you did that right now. Wait till you get home. So I was like, okay. So I think she was maybe taking her time crossing, making sure it was safe to go to the light. So that sort of is this Southern psychic's crazy life, right? I have a wonderful, crazy life, though. I have made myself and empowered myself into a life that I really enjoy, that I don't perhaps need a vacation from. And when I can go, I can actually rest, and I'm not coming down from some weird work related PTSD, right? And I got myself out of that, and I'm here to help you in any way I can create the life you want. So, you know, I'm hearing rumors already about a second wave of COVID. I'm hearing, um, you know, more shutdown possibly. I don't know. Savannah, Georgia was pretty popping though. Like there was no, the people were there walking River Street, doing their thing. The beach was beyond gorgeous. It was just gorgeous. I was so grateful to be there. Okay, so I'm going to pull cards for the collective. We're gonna do the bottom of the deck for the collective to see what's happening with y'all. What is happening with y'all? Ah, the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so that's very the collective, the economy sort of coming back, I'm noticing. But I also noticed that the average person didn't really feel a hit really till this month and probably next month. So keep that in mind that the collective is saying, money's coming back. And that's the goal, I think, the mass consciousness for people to go back and enjoy life, because what we learned from this is we must enjoy life. We must not take it for granted. So Ten of Pentacles and that could mean that just everyone's mind's on money right now, which is fine. As I always say, it's a divination tool. I love that. I consider my vote is my money. My money goes where I vote, right? If I shop organic, I'm voting for those organic products. If I shop small business, I'm voting for that small business. So we're going to pull a card on food first. We're pulling it on food, food, food. Had a great veggie burger on Tybee Island. It's fabulous. So food, food, food. Tell me about food. Tell me about food. And then we ate in our hotel room a lot just because I'd rather pay for like other fun stuff than like sitting for like 2 hours in a restaurant eating French fries and salad. That's not my thing. Okay, tell me about food. We stayed in this little town away from outside of Savannah called Richmond Hill. If you have any Richmond Hill folks out there, give me a shout. It was really nice. It was really nice. Fort McAllister was right there. And we went and we had a picnic on Fort McAllister and it was amazing. Like amazing water, everything. Okay, food. So we're worried about our food intake. Everyone is. Y'all, I'm getting messages all the time talking about I'm trying to take this COVID weight off. Um, don't worry about it. Worrying about it telling you to keep the weight on. Whatever you concentrate stays there. And then we have the Queen of Cups. People are starting to get emotional about their weight because they lost their routines, right, of working out. Many in the yoga studios closed and the gyms closed. Um, and then justice. Your weight will go back to normal. Your weight will, and also weight has to do with you know, a lot of psychics carry a little extra weight because they don't want to be so psychic. Okay, it does. So tell your subconscious like it's okay to be psychic. It's my recommendation for you to tell your subconscious. It's okay to be psychic. Continue just to eat clean and continue elimination. Do not go on a diet where you're roller coastering. You never want to do that, okay? Because that messes with your metabolism. Food, love. Let's look at love. But overall, y'all are all gonna have there's gonna be some sort of justice in this food situation for you. Maybe you'll find a new recipe. Maybe you'll just be at peace with it. You're gonna do great though. Let's do it. We did food. Let's do love. We're gonna do love now. Love. Tell me about love. I love love, right? I like experienced love to the fullest in my life. I think I contracted in to do that. Um, love, love, love. Wisdom. Wisdom. You are gaining so much wisdom this year when it comes to your love life. I think everyone is, because boy, did we learn about some people when we were on quarantine, didn't we? Love and magic. There's still magic in there. You may have to like do some stuff to kind of bring the magic back, you know, turn off the TV, turn off the news, turn off the reality TV, turn off the thing, bring some magic back. Maybe take your spouse out to dinner, maybe take him to the beach, and it's an okay thing to do, I promise. So yeah, and then judgment. So you're making decisions. Judgment card, I always read that as decisions have to be made around love. A lot of people are making decisions right now, whether they're going to jump ship in or jump ship out with love, or we in or out here. And we're coming to a time with we're in the pre-shadows of Mercury retrograde where people are seriously thinking about are they in or out with their love lives. And that's okay because it doesn't just sticking with something that has proven to not work is like the definition of insanity. If it's not working, jump. Okay. If you're blissful, if you're happy, if you feel free in love, if you're in love with someone and you feel free with them, that's the one. If you're in love with someone and you feel trapped, you feel heavy, that's not the one. Um, we're gonna do money. Wait a minute, did I do food, love, and money already? No, we're gonna do money again. Okay, we're gonna do money. Money, 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 money. Divination tool, right? It's my favorite divination tool. I love me some money. And there's like a hard struggle around it too. Well, the sun is coming up here and there's people fighting with her. No one's fighting against her when it comes to money. So we're just sort of in a uncertain times when it comes to it. And there's totally going to be different things coming and going with like the world. Turn the news off, focus on what's right in front of you. Don't be so fear is going to stop your money. Okay, if you're scared of something, it's going to stop your money. If you're scared, you should probably jump in and do it. And then I got that judgment card again, right, with money. So you're making decisions about what do you do with your money. Do we pull out money from your 401k? Do we pull out money from your savings account, maybe from your IRA? Maybe to just like help things get back on track. And I see a lot of you are making those decisions right now. And then the King of Swords. There's going to be someone that just helped you make that decision, and perhaps it's a no on that. And then a sacrifice. So, you have to really make a wise decision about your money, where you want to vote, basically, for your life too, because when you vote, you're voting for your life. And then you're looking at the future. What do you want to do with the future of money? You're looking to say, well, do I stay this job? Do I keep the savings account? Do I invest in the stock? Yes to all. Okay, yes to all. You've got to keep the money. It's a circle. It's a cyclic cycle. Money's not meant for us to sit on and hoard. Okay, money's meant to like circle it through the economy so that it always comes back to you, because you will always have enough. And plans, right? We make plans, God laughs, right? So I'm hearing that some of you are just really like bogged down with money. Look, you're gonna find the job you need. You will. The money's always gonna be there. If you worry about it, then that's like a negative prayer. Okay. Um, a lot of you really want to start a spiritually based business, and I'm here to help you. I'm here to cheer you on, and I'm here to help you with that business plan to get you going in that whatever direction you want to go. Because I am a firm believer that sitting in a job you don't like and not trying something new, that'll just lead you to like pure insanity and disease and heart disease and stuff. Don't do that. I'm here to help you. I am a slightly awkward Southern psychic that made her way out of the corporate world into her own entrepreneurship empire. And tonight I'm starting my mediumship class. And I am happy to Zoom people in. I'm already Zooming a lady in from Hollywood, California. I'm so proud of that. So wherever you're hearing this, if you're interested in the mediumship class, you want to call the venue that I'm teaching it at. It's the Inner Space in Sandy Springs, Georgia, and just like register, pay your tuition, and I can Zoom you in. Or if you're in the Atlanta area, I'm happy to meet you in person. We always have fun in person too. Give me a shout out and however you want to do that. But listen, guys and girls, if you're hearing me, you've got to get out ahead of this. Like I'm using like an Abraham Hicks theory. Get out ahead of this depression that you're under. Get out ahead of it because it's not going to work. Like maintaining a solid depression doesn't change anything. Okay. Sometimes now there's an element of surrender, but there's also an element of no, I know that my ancestors have my back, my angels, my spirit guides. You can go straight to God, go straight to the source. They got your back. Light that candle, shift your energy, shift where you need to be, because there's just no reason why any of us should be stuck with no vacation, stuck with a job we hate, stuck with just heaviness of like the burdens of the world. That's not how we're supposed to live. And I want you all to know that. I want you to start making positive shifts towards that direction. Okay. So as always, like, share, subscribe, and do something fun. And I will be sharing more fun stories of my life in this video blog. And um, I'm going to be sharing more on my trip to Savannah. I woke up at the beach. I got my belly sunburned because my belly never gets sun. I had fresh air in my lungs, the wind in my hair, and I just wish that everyone has that soon. Thank you. Namaste.